Okay, let me show you how they trap you in your own tongue with wickedness. Labels that you would take as good that are totally bad. I was listening to the word and I thought about it. And I said, I took it to heart, and then I realized something about how the wicked, how they like to flip things and reverse it, turn it around so that you don't see what it is, and they'll make it wicked both ways, double-edged sword. For instance, they'll make it wicked saying it forward and backwards. So, for instance, the way that how Obama, when he had his slogan, "Yes, we can," sounds like a good thing, right? But then all you got to do is go over to YouTube, say, "Yes, we can," played in reverse, and you'll find out it's the worst. Okay. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. That's the beginning of the end. The end all be all. Right there. Because he tricked you. He fooled the whole world. And that's what people don't understand. They do not understand. People do not understand. Okay? People, like even my father, like I shouldn't say my father, my dad, you know, they don't grasp these little concepts that are the foundation of what they believe in, and it runs them right over because they're obligated and loyal and promises and stuff like that, vows and stuff, it just have been corrupted. So, for instance, you find out it's bad backwards, right? But then you think about it. Yes, we can. Okay. I'll show you something. What is the wicked? We can. Oh, that's what that is. Yeah, that's what that is. Alright, so that's a double-edged sword. You're saying it forward and backwards. And like I told you, the whole language, English language, is a play off of Hebrew in order to curse the speaker that doesn't know what they say. That's why Yeshaya said, "Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do," because you do what you say, and you don't know that you're doing what you say. Especially when you don't know what you say. Especially when you don't know what you say. That's why he kept telling you the parables of telling somebody about the splinter in their eye, but you got a plank in yours. Like it's systematic. It's programming. Okay, guys? Okay. So that's his double-edged sword right there. That was Obama's double-edged sword that he came out with and started slicing people the hell up. Alright. I shouldn't say Obama. That's a hijacked name, first off. So, we just gotta call it for what it is, bro. The dude was thanking Satan, so Satan. There you go. He's getting everybody to thank him. Alright, period. Alright. So, alright. Look, bro. trying to tell you, bro. You guys don't know. I never seen this guy's stuff before. I might want to subscribe to him, unless he only got one damn video. Just let's subscribe to him. He did good. Hey, it's all you gotta do is have one dang video, bro. Just one message. It never fails. Okay. See me? I give you I give you a plethora. I give you the whole shebang bang. All right. I'm letting you guys know, like, the roots of why you're looking this stuff up. The roots, the spirit, the fruits. I'm giving you food, truth, food, fruits. All right. I mean, who knows? We're probably speaking curses, just saying those words too. I gotta look these words up. But anyway, okay. For instance, I found out my name. My name has a little curse on it. And I didn't know this until I learned by Yashaya, just constantly looking up how his name applies. I already did the video a few days ago where I showed you around I think I showed you like around this one right here. Yep. I think it was around this one, the worldwide resurrection corruption. I was telling you guys how Yashaya, how his name is like in their own image, in their own way, to perverted it, I should say, and installed it. Like, okay, so, and when I say installed it, like, they name people by these names, and then the people don't know that they have these names. It's a familiar spirit because it's their name, it's their family's spirit, it's their family's name, it's the family's spirit. Oh, so that's how I found out about mine. Mine is a very widely used name, one of the most widely used names in the world. All right, especially when they try to tell you in the Bible, the fishers of men. Okay. Well, I understand that part. See, bad for good and good for bad is what they did with this. It's a good message, but then they perverted it by changing the word. So when the word comes back at you, you get the good message, but you get the curse with it. The gift is the curse. So because you're speaking English, you hear the message that is good from the Bible, but you're speaking English. So you are going to speak blasphemy when you speak, okay? It's a duality, it's a double-edged sword. Because you're speaking Hebrew, but you're going to speak it in English. So that when you speak it in English, you're speaking Latin, Legion, Anglo-Saxon, Angels of Satan. You're speaking that, right? So then you're starting to go that direction, that route. You're between a rock and a hard place. You're ping-ponging in between. You're the vibration, you're the sound frequency bouncing off of the walls of Legion back to Anglo-Saxon and back, and you're just going down that pipe. Bing, 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 and you're speaking. That's how they got you. That's how they got it. It's a road. It's a street. It's a lane. All roads lead to Rome. Like, come on, bro. This is what they're doing. All right. So Pesha. Remember Pesha? Pesha? I'll go over here. We'll go look it up. Um, I looked up Shah, I think it was. Not sure. What was I looking up? It had to do with Yasha. So let's start there. I went there, and obviously you're gonna get all of his. Maybe I took out the why? No. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay, I get straight to the word, but that's not what I'm looking for. How did I find it? Shah, that's what it was. All right. Here it goes. They give you the 5. Yesha, Lesha, Pesha, Resha, and Tesha. Okay. From top to bottom, Yesha is the top. First, possibly the last. Okay. Because he is Teshua. Teshua is also him. So he's Yeshua, Teshua, for all from Yasha. Okay. So these in between though don't represent him. All right. Lesha, legion. Pesha, transgression. Resha, wickedness. Okay. Pesha. Now the P is the F and the F is the P. The N is the T and the T is the N. When it comes to forward and reverse, an N in reverse will be a T. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's the way it is. Because I thought about it on that very first beginning of this video. When you see, I turn over to the Obama screen, and it says yes we can. I was like, okay, how are we getting thank out of can? And then the spirit hit me, and literally just installed in me how the tongue sounds in forward and reverse, insert in each letter connecting to the other letter. Like how I always say the R and the L's and the D's go together. Those are forward and reverses. The T and the N is a forward and reverse. They are together. They're the same exact connection of the tongue, but in reverse and forward, it makes the T or the N. The P, the B, the F, the V, those all go together. The P, the B, the V, the P, the B, the V, the F. Those all go together. Not totally, but because there's obviously some type of perversion going on there. All right, so Pesha, transgression. So Fisher, Pesha, Pesha, Fisher, Fisher, Pesha. So I was like, oh, fisher of men. I told you guys that before. And I was like, oh yeah, I got a little name, such and such. But then you realize how the English language is, and you just like, wait a second. It's like a got milk commercial. Wait a second, where am I really? Who am I really? You know what I mean? Because you look at that familiar spirit. And you're like, oh, this is a family spirit, this family name. You got to know how your family raised you. Like, this is what we are, such and such. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, but when I come back home and find out the truth, that ain't that's not actually the family name. That's just the name that we took from circumstances that wouldn't allow us to have our own name. We had to take the name of the French woman, bless her heart, who is a part of our family. And her family. And her husband. Just like a slave. You're a slave to the cause. Because you are. Because the effect. And that's what he said, man. You're born in sin. That's where you're born in sin. And the blessing of it is Yasha. It was always there to get us up out of that. Deliver, rescue, salvation, safety. You understand? Right there. And it's Yashaya. Because he is the Yasha of Yah. And that apostrophe makes it so. Yasha Yah. Okay? Okay. Because if you look at it, this mark right here says Yah. It says Yah. So that mark right there is that mark right there also, right? So Yasha Yah. Yeah, that's what you need to know. Double-edged sword. That's our double-edged sword. That's mine coming out my mouth. Alright? And that's why when I looked at Yesh, that's how Obama started that slogan. Huh? He took something good and made it bad. Made it wicked. Weekend. The weekend. It's the weekend. Everybody living for the weekend. Alright? So all you gotta do is the game. Just the game. You understand that? I'm giving you the game, so save the game. Because if you don't, you're going to forget where you are. You're going to wake up in Babylon all over and over and over and over. Every day will be Groundhog Day. Same old shit. Until Yashaya come break you up out of that. It makes you whole. Because right now you're separated. You're binary at this point. You got a dream life and a real life. So you have to have one hand feed the other. You have to know that one hand feeds the other. You have to have faith, believe. You have to receive. But how do you have a dream life? Right there. How do you have a real life? Right there. How do you have a life? Right there. How does life? Right there. Outside of that, there is no other. Do you understand what it means? Look, I'm just trying to give you the bare bones of this, fam. Now, along with the bad part, they put it on me just like they did his slogan. That's how my name went. It's in there like that. It's just a little separate, but the whole slogan is in there. It's just not. It's not like the way that we say it. It just equals it. The wicked, Pesha. But Fisher is wicked. Fisher is Pesha. Pesha is Fisher. Okay. Yasha, Yesha, that's in my name also. But it's more O. The end part will be the middle, very center of my full, complete name. The Yesho, actually, Yesho is the middle part of my name. Job is where it leads. The return. Yesho. So like I said, there's things that I just have to like look at and say, man, you know, Yeshaya, his name was changed to Yeshaya from Emmanuel, supposedly is what we were told, right? Emmanuel. Son of the master builder. That's what that means. I know Aman is master builder. 526 525. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what the father wanted to do. The mother said no. We're going to name him something that covers it all. So we're going to name him after your father. We're going to name him after what the angel's father. We're gonna name him what the father wants to name him. because you're not the Father. But our Father said this is the where we got to save the game. So I even found Ichabod in here. Like Ichabod Crane. I found Ichabod in Hebrew. I was like, what? This is insane. So, but, and you know, Ichabod's about a horseman, right? Headless horseman. And there's a person that lived over in those areas and other various areas that his face still haunts the world today. All over. He even haunted the Bill Witch. I found that out. Number 7. Old number 7. That one. AJ. Headless horseman. Obviously, you couldn't kill him. Oh, man. How many duels did that guy have? Andrew Jackson was not having it, man. He was not going. At least that's what we were told. Who knows? But these are the stuff that's put in our mouths, right? Put in our heads. Inspiration, influence. So at the point that they can say, oh, those people that think like that are a bad influence and need to be eliminated. Plus, we need parts so we can live longer. So theirs will do. And everything that comes from them will do. So yeah, they come to wipe out and suck it up. Drink it up, I should say. But yeah, guys. You gotta take a closer look at the things that come out of your mouth, the things that you take pride in. So that's why I don't put my stuff out there. I put Yah stuff out there. Because my stuff out there, meaning my name, that I was given, it sounds good, and everybody's like, oh, that's a beautiful name. Oh, this and that. The whole thing is, it sounding, from English, from our perspective, exotic. Okay? But, very proper at the same time. Noble, if you want to call it that. But, at the end of the day, there's only one name that's gonna save your game. He said, all that is lost will be found. You're already lost. You find yourself through him. Washes off the dirt so that you can see yourself in a clear reflection. Speaking clearly, knowing clearly, who clearly. Who is he? He is who? It's bad to say it like that because I know comparing. He said, don't compare the right to the left. Don't compare the right hand to the left hand. So we're speaking left hand over here. So you're not supposed to say he is who. That's comparing a bad and a good, taking good for bad and good bad for good. But for what we think he is, the word who actually is, that is more so not a comparison. They don't compare because we think this does, but this actually does. So there is no comparing that, all right? And that's why I speak to you this way. I have Ruach Kakma. I let you know that even what I say, even when I lie, I tell the truth. Who told you that? Obviously, Scarface. That's, Al Pacino and those cats. They're telling you to your face, mocking you to your face, that you don't even know what comes out of your mouth. And they could tell you the truth and you don't even know. You don't even know that they're telling you the truth, even when they lie. It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. A burning double-edged sword. It's like the word God and dog. Dagon. Dagon. Oh, wow. Man, if you just understood, how they put stuff in our mouth. And that's how it's like 7 ways to Sunday. They got you fooled to worship the Antichrist, bro. Because he is literally installed everywhere. It's easy. Wherever Yashaya pops up, they would install themselves. Bam. They say wipe out his name. Well, what's the best way? Oh, just put our name over. Easy work. Crazy work, but easy. It's cut out. It's cut out for you. It's the outline. It's what do you say? It's when you put a piece of paper that has an image, and then you put another piece of paper over it, and then you trace the outline. Tracing the outline. That's all they really did, is they traced the outline and made it their signature. That's it. Because the artist's name is on the other piece of paper that they just traced over. You understand? The creator's name is on the piece of paper that they traced over. They cover it up, they trace the outline, and then they sign their own name. Bam! Wow! What a work of art. And they give it their own details. The devil's in the details. They got the outline of the Most High, dressed as an angel of light, but the devil's in the details. You see the devil's face. Alright? Even when he tells the truth, he's telling a lie. He traced the truth, but he's telling you a lie. He's showing you the details of himself. You understand? And that's the double-edged sword. You know what I mean? Like, it's a constant. I guess we're in a Russian doll of double-edged sword. I think so. That's what a yin yang is. For me, what I look at. So, it's a double-edged sword. It's a universe. It's not it is a universe, but it's a double-edged sword. You understand that? It's binary. It's, in order to be one, it's two. And then that's a third. Because those two separates are their own. But then coded, they perfectly lock and key create the door. So that's a third. You know what I mean? it's, yeah. And he's at the door with life and death, lock and key, in his right hand. Seven stars in his right hand. All serving the truth. Even when they tell the lie, they're telling the truth. He said, why do you speak in parables? Even when I lie. Tell the truth. That's what it is. It's a Scarface move. That's what Scarface is homaging, pretty much. That's tracing the outline, signing their own work to the paper. Why do you speak in parables? That's like saying, even when I lie, I tell the truth. My brothers in the future will hear what I got to say. And they will do even greater miracles than I. Because they were perplexed at how he was able to articulate. Artist. How he was able to create understanding where there was no understanding. How they knew there was no understanding? By everyday shit, they realized they were like children with the controllers cut off. Running around thinking they're playing the game. And their game ain't safe. They've been hacked. So how can you save a game? You can't save shit if you've been hacked. You've been hacked. What is safe? That's not working. Safe and hacked don't go together. Okay? Hacked and safe don't go together. It's the opposites. At war. Hackers and safes. Okay? So, but, like I said, life and death, all in the same hand. All in the same tongue. Now it's funny how the power of life and death is in his right hand. In the end, in Revelations. But then, before that, you hear the power of life and death is in the mouth, the tongue. So you have it in your right hand and the tongue. He has it in his right hand and you have it in your tongue. And when he comes back through Son of Man, he's going to have it in his tongue, double-edged sword. And he's going to use that. Like I said, like you've been seeing, like you ain't never seen, because like you've been playing with the controller cut off. Your shit's not even plugged in. That's the point of Legion. It's the point of Legion. You know, that's the point of alliance. You're unaligned. Your controller is not lined up. You're not synced. You're in sync, all right, but you're not. You're not linked. So you're not in the loop. You're not in the ring. You're just in the middle, a monkey. Like I said, between Legion and Fallen Angels, ping pong, monkey in the middle. They used to play that shit. Monkey and in the middle. I used to hate it. A lot of that's they advertise it on the little kids shows so that children would pick it up and then act like kids, animals, and start playing monkey in the middle with children that they just did not like. Shouldn't say they didn't like. They were programmed. It's all stereotypical stereotypical programming. It's all a stereotypical program. Oh, one paper, brother.
I'm not good. I need to smoke something. I'm not very good. Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm very down, I have problems with my kids, my family, and no me siento mucho bien. Si tienes un poquito de cristal, smoke a little bit, just one time at a time. Thank you, brother. I'm very, very stressed, bro. I go to hospital now.
What helps? You gotta get some water on you. Wash your hands.
Yeah, where?
Hold on. If there's a restaurant right there across the street, there's a bathroom. No, it's open. It's in the museum. The museum right here across the street.
Smoke a little bit and I have a little stress. I'm down, down. And it was situation me never in my life. You have good health.
This is not even cold, but you can have some.
You feel like that, Okay? Thank you, brother. I'll give you my house, but you need the internet.
Yeah, man. It's good to just freshen up with a little bit of water every now and then. I know early in the morning nothing is open, so like it's usually pretty rough out here. Huh? No. This is private property right there. Most stuff is private property around here. No.
Little bit, please. Very, very down.
I apologize, brother. I'm making a video. I'm in the middle of a video right now. I'm at 42 minutes and 40 seconds. So I've been making a video before you came over. So I gotta finish the video, brother.
Do you have something?
This is. Here you go. This is it. This is no. I don't. This is it. This is it. But so I gotta get back to my video, man. I gotta close it up. So, oh man, don't curse on my video.
You don't have any more?
That was the only one. Okay. Please don't curse on my video. I'm recording right now. Please don't curse. Okay. So, at the end of the day, guys, what we have to do is you have to realize that what comes out of our mouth, alright, is a double-edged sword. You can offer help. People are hearing but never retaining. There is help. There's truth out there for you guys. There's confusion all about in Babylon because of what we say. Babble is another word for saying that somebody is attempting to communicate. Okay? That's what that means. Bible is an attempt to communicate. Babble, Biblios, it's an attempt to communicate. It's not a guarantee, but it's offered. Many are called, few are chosen. Few will answer. The harvest is plenty. Go out and gather some workers. So the work is cut out for you, like I said. It's cut out for them. It's cut out for you. Because what was used against you would only be used back against them. So, like I said, the work was cut out for them. Now the work's cut out for you. The ball's in your court. You have the will. Just like that little bird chirping. May not seem like much. It's power. Power. His species is not the only one that understands that what he says. Let's say that. He's relaying it. You'd be like, oh, the bird is babbling or chirping, something like that. You'd be like, he's not speaking, but you know, because I don't understand what he's saying. But is he speaking English? No. But it is a mockingbird, mockingjay. So, technically, it could be a very fast-forwarded attempt to speak English. Biblios. Roadrunner style. But yes, guys, that's the message for today. Is that you have to observe yourself. Like, a lot of people mean well. Manuel, master craftsman, master builder, child, son of master worksman. Mean well, Emmanuel. A lot of people mean well. A lot of people Emmanuel. Okay. But, like I said, convert that over. Yashaya. He said, okay, we got to be safe. Safe, like he said, all things will be, all that is lost will be found. And that means it's safe. And that also means that it'll be more abundant, secure. So it's more abundant. He said, I didn't come to take away, Emmanuel. I came to give you life more abundantly. I didn't come I didn't come to do away with the laws of my Father. I came to give it to you more abundantly. All right. And on that note, 48 minutes, 35 seconds. I hope this video goes well. The guy did make some curse words. But I usually let videos go pretty raw. I think I'll speed it up a little bit so that the curse words won't come through. And yeah, I think I spoke slow enough, mostly on the video, to relay the message, even if I speed up the video. So I hope you enjoy your day. Like I said, save the game, man. Save the name, save the game. All right. To the Rabba, Hayashara, Hayakadosh, Kadash, Kadash, to the Rabba, Shai, Kadash, 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 to the Rabba, Hebrew, Kakma, Aseh, Kadosh, Kadash, Kadash. Ashar, Yasharun, Anami, Amen.